You, Elijah, and Gavin decide to go to Henning's Taste of India in Southern Pines. You guys each like to have a bit of everything, so you decide to order multiple items and share what you order as a group. For the group, you guys order tandoori chicken for $16.99, 2 orders of garlic naan for $3.99 each. So they're each $3.99, so we need 2 of those. And then chana masala for $12.99. I'm not sure if I said that right. And then vegetable korma for $13.99. You each order a drink for $2.99 each. So $2.99, and it was you, Elijah, and Gavin, so there's 3 drinks for that price. Because again, it says each. The next values are about the tax percentage and the 25% tip. So I don't need to deal with that part yet, so I'm going to go ahead and add the $16.99 plus the $3.99 times 2. There were 2 of those. Then the $12.99 plus the $13.99 plus I think it was $2.99 per drink times 3. Let me just check. Yeah, that's correct. So $60.92 is the total. $60.92. And then I'm also going to place this over here. This is the subtotal. The subtotal is the amount that you're going to pay before tax is added. So this is the pre-tax total, before tax total. Next, we figure out the tax. So I'm going to switch colors. Tax is 6.5%. 6.5%, and you need to think 6.5% of what? Well, you have to pay the government tax on everything that you purchased. So we need to pay this on the entire subtotal. So 6.5% of the subtotal was actually $60.92. And next I need to change this 6.5% to a decimal. So I get rid of the percent sign. I already see a decimal, so all I need to do is move this decimal 2 times to the left, and I get 0.065. So 0.065 of means multiplication in math, and you multiply it by the $60.92. And then I type in 0.065 multiplied by the subtotal, $60.92. And we get 3.9598 for the tax. Make that a little bit larger so that we can round it more easily. With money, you need 2 places, the tenths place and the hundredths place. The 9 is in the tenths place, the 5 is in the hundredths place, and the 9 that's in the thousandths place is the decision maker. The 9 decides whether this is going to be $3.95, stay $3.95, or go up to $3.96. Well, 5 or more, you let it soar, so it's going to increase to $3.96. And that's the tax. So $3.96 for the tax. And next, to figure out the total after tax, all you have to do is add together the subtotal and the tax. So that's $60.92 plus the $3.96. And we get $64.88. $64 and I think it was 88 cents. All right, good. Now we need to figure out the tip. This is the part that is completely different from Friday. And this is the reason why I highlighted the subtotal and the total. On Friday, we calculated the tip based upon the post-tax amount, which is this total after taxes applied. Well, not everyone agrees that you should apply the tip on the post-tax amount, like after taxes added. A lot of people will also say, well, you should actually calculate the tax on the subtotal or the pre-tax amount. Pre means before tax. So 1692 is before taxes added. The other total is 6488 after taxes added. On Friday, you would have taken 25% of 6488, but today it says you guys leave a 25% tip on just the meal, so pre-tax amount, and the before tax amount is the 1692. So I'm going to grab a new color. Red might show up better. And then we're going to calculate the 25% of the subtotal today. That's going to be our tip. And then 25% of, well, the subtotal was $60.92. Next, I need to change the 25% to a decimal. This time I don't see a percent. This time, sorry, I don't see a decimal. So I need to remember that 25 is the same as 25.0, so the decimal is really here on the right side. Then I move the decimal 2 times to the left and it ends up in the front. So it's 0.25. So 25% is the same as 0.25 or 25 hundredths. So I multiply 0.25 of, instead of, I write a multiplication sign. Of in math means multiplication. And then I'll multiply 0.25 times the 1692. And we get $15.23. So I'll copy and paste that. It's nice, we didn't even need to round. I just need to add a dollar sign. Then we need to figure out the gross. So what we do is we take the total after tax. So this is after tax has already been added. And then we add to the total after tax the tip. So the 64.88 and the 15.23. So when I added those, I got $80.11. And now we need to figure out the cost per person. So let's read this part. You split the cost amongst the group. How much does each person pay to cover going out to eat? So this was you, Elijah, and Gavin that went out to eat. So that's 3 people. So we need to take this $80.11 and divide it by 3 people to see how much each person is going to pay. So I take the $80.11 and I divide it by 3 people. So everyone needs to pay 26.70333. Well, that means that since it's, divided like this, that you could have one person pay 26.71 and then the other 2 people could pay the 26.70, and look, it will come out to $80.11. But you decide as friends, well, let's just keep it even. So let's each person pay $26.71. So the waiter or waitress is going to get 2 extra cents. So $26.71 is what you each pay. And what was important about this problem was that you saw that you can also apply the tip to the pre-tax amount, which is different than the work that we did on Friday.